Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-December 2023 right through to mid-January 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who's coming in your way. But I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, and bizarrely, I'm seeing an image of Nostradamus. Okay, so either someone out there is currently reading a book about it, or perhaps when you meet this new person, there's going to be a conversation about it. I'm just seeing an image of Nostradamus. So I'm just going to leave that there. Whether you believe in Nostradamus's prophecies or not, there's an image in the water as I'm scrying. So it may be that you're going to see an image of him over the next coming weeks, and that signifies a time where you're about to meet somebody new. But I'll leave it there because it's so disconnected in its image in relation to your reading. So yeah, let's move on from that image. Now, looking at your chart so far, we do have the moon card, we have the park, and we also have the stork. Now, this tells me that there will be an invitation to something that you are a little bit hesitant or unsure about going to, but I feel suddenly you change your mind, and it's really interesting because a similar energy showed up for the Cancerian reading. So that could indicate, you know, there's a water kind of energy correlation going on there. But looking at the energy, I see that some of you are very unsure about your love life right now. You're feeling a little bit lost. Maybe some of you are drifting and you are going through a very transformational period where you are looking at your shadow self. You're going through a period of personal discovery, and I feel that actually the universe is orchestrating a meeting between you and somebody new behind the scenes, but perhaps you haven't met that person yet. But suddenly they will actually enter your life, okay? We do have the Temperance card, so I see that you have been waiting for some time. You've been very patient, waiting for love, but there is a love coming in for you, and it will transform your life. And I see that some of you have not been as sociable as usual, or as sociable as you could be, and I definitely see that, you know, there's something being offered to you. Now, it could be that you're going to go to an event because the park card is all about parties or events or things that you're interested in, things that you really want to attend or, you know, pay close attention to. So we'll get to it in a moment, but your first card is the moon. Now, the moon card is a card of uncertainty. It's a card of, you know, manifesting, because it is all about dreams and romance. And I feel like you're being really honest with yourself and you're breaking through any illusions. I feel you recognize that you need to have a little bit more balance in your life, that you are trying to create harmony. And a lot of you have had a lot of other responsibilities, like you've been paying your bills or you've been focusing on projects, your family. I definitely see that you've had a lot on your plate, and it's almost like your love life right now is a little bit non-existent, because the moon card is a very sort of like wishy-washy kind of energy, okay? But you're tapping into your inner awareness, and I feel some of you have actually kept love at arm's length, or you've been going through a period of personal development and you really have like taken yourself out of the dating scene for a while, or you have not been connecting to love or potential love suitors for quite some time. But when you get the moon card, it actually means that the universe is manifesting this love for you, but you can't see it right now, okay? And I definitely see that there is going to be a sudden change for you in the next coming weeks. The stork represents an improvement, a sudden change in your circumstances, and you also have the Fool card, which is a new beginning when it comes to love, but it also requires a leap of faith. It requires you to come out of a comfort zone, okay? Now, the Moon card, I'm actually getting the word void. Okay, void. So that can indicate some of you are just, not connecting to anyone right now, or you're feeling a bit lost. Can also indicate you've lost your motivation or your mojo to search for love. It just feels like you're on autopilot right now, in a repetitive cycle, and, maybe even some apathy. Because the last couple of years, in terms of humanity at large, we've all gone through a collective trauma, okay? And sometimes when we go through that level of collective trauma, we try to get back to some sort of semblance of normal, whatever normal meant for us at that time, and we can actually feel a little bit like numb. You may have felt that you lost interest in some of the things that you used to enjoy doing, and you're trying to reconnect to your sense of self. So some of you are on a really big journey of discovery right now because you've been feeling a little bit of apathy or feeling unfulfilled in your circumstances. And what I see you doing in the next coming weeks is you're tapping into that sense of romance, that is really present in a beautiful Pisces. You're very sensitive, you're very emotional. And some of you may have fluctuating emotions over the coming weeks and months. But what I do see is you're tapping into that manifestation energy that's present for the month of December for us all to tap into. And I see there with the Moon card, it's like, dreaming of all potentials and possibilities. And some of you are going to actually dream of, a future relationship. But it's really interesting. And this came up briefly in another reading many months ago, maybe even last year. And it may have even been for your sign, but I can't really remember right now. You're going to have a dream of someone that you're in love with, but it's like you won't remember the person's face in the dream. Okay, but you'll remember the feeling. But also, it's really important to recognize just before you fall asleep at night, if you can, leave 10 minutes, for example, just to visualize the sort of person you want to fall in love with. See their face, see yourself having dinner with that person or having a vacation with that person, taking a bath with that person, even marrying that person like you have it now, like it's a memory, like you've already, gone through that process with this person, and, you actually manifest a lot quicker. So visualize like you have it right now, because anything you can see in your mind, you will have it in your hand, okay? Now, also, I do see, and I have to pull a quick card on this, there's someone who has a secret crush on you, okay? And I'm going to see how you feel about this person, but let me see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify that Moon card energy? This person is a little bit inconsistent, okay? So maybe someone that you've already had history with. It could also be someone that you're feeling a little bit like not sure about. The Two of Pentacles is like, they come on in, but then they also sort of exit quite quickly. There's, Six of Cups there, Knight of Wands. Okay. So I have to mention it. We are going through a Mercury retrograde from the 13th of December. And whilst it does not last long, that is a prime time where exes try to re-enter your life. So if there's someone here who comes in promising the world, delivering nothing, is in it for the physical, although I do feel this person actually has real feelings for you, but they are afraid of their feelings. They actually avoid their feelings. They're not emotionally available to offer you the love that you truly deserve, okay? So whilst they do have feelings, I really get a sense here that they are not able to explore them any more than what you get from this person, okay? This is someone you know already, because the Six of Cups is a nostalgic energy, and it tends to mean someone wants to reunite with you. But the fire in this card, the Knight of Wands, it tends to tell me that this person, they're very lusty, they're very free-spirited, they don't like to be pinned down, and they're not looking for a relationship. So there is someone, they're very inconsistent. So it's up to you. We all have free will. But I see that this person cannot offer you a long-term relationship at this time if you're looking for it, okay? Now, I'm not going to mention that energy anymore. I'm going to move straight on to a new energy that's coming in, because there is someone new coming on in for you, okay? We do have the Temperance card, and this is all about your focus and your purpose. So I definitely see that you have been trying to make adjustments in your life to really shake things up a little bit, to create harmony, though, and also you've been, re-examining your priorities. what's important to you and what do you really want in a person. And as you mature, you certainly recognize what you certainly do not want and what you really do want in a person. And also, I definitely see that you're more connected on your life's purpose or mission at this time, your dreams and your goals. And it's not that you don't want love. I definitely get a sense it has not been your priority for some time. Although you may from time to time wish that you had it in your life, I feel like you're actually finding happiness within yourself first. And then, from there, I feel you're vibing at a frequency to create space for a healthy new love to come on in for you. Okay. Now we do have the Park. And it's in the resistance position. Now, the Park in the Lenormand deck, so it's like you got it in the reverse there. The Park in the Lenormand deck, it represents getting out there, being a little bit more sociable, events, meetings, crowds, networking, that sort of thing. But it's in the reverse. So some of you may have felt like a little bit of a homebody recently. You felt that you have nothing really that you want to go and check out, perhaps. And maybe there's been some invitations that you did go to, but it hasn't borne any fruit, shall we say. There's been no one there who's really had that spark. But that's all about to change for you. There is an invitation that's going to come in and you're going to think about not going to it, whatever this is. You may resist it, or you may think, you know what, it's not something that's for you. But last minute, I get this energy that you're like, you know what, maybe I should just go. And I feel that changes everything, okay? There's someone here who's got very strong fire in their chart that you're going to meet. Maybe a little bit Leo, Aries energy. I've also got some Sagittarius energy as well. So very fiery, intense person, someone passionate, adventurous to be with, but someone who knows their mind, someone who wants to settle down. Also, there's a little bit of Scorpio in this person's chart. They're very deep emotionally. And I feel, whatever is in the resistance position, it goes into the upright at the end of the 6 weeks. So it tends to tell me that you're going to meet this person in a group of people and it will change everything. So if you haven't been invited to anything just yet, I feel there's an energy here of you doing something that you love for you. So whether it is a hobby or whether it's an event in the community or whether it's, a group of your friends where you decide to just have an impromptu meeting, I feel like there's an extension of that, like you get invited to something as an extension of it. So there's definitely an invitation because, this card is really about events. So it could be someone's birthday, it could be like a feast date, it could be a celebration, it could even be a reunion because you do have some strong reunion cards here as well that's come through. Now, we also have the transformation card. So there's definitely a new beginning here. I can see that you've been feeling very stuck in your love life. It just feels like nothing's happening. It's very stagnant. But I feel that you have been creating space for something greater. And you've actually been breaking old habits or patterns because you know that you value yourself and you deserve better. You deserve more. And they're giving me the word reciprocity. Okay. So I definitely see that you're looking for someone who gives as much as you give because you tend to give a lot of yourself. You are an overgiver, but they're one of the lessons that you are meant to learn in this lifetime, that you are lovable and you are deserving of a high level of love, a high value love. And I feel that it's taken you a long time to recognize that you are a gift. So some of you, especially since we have the Fool card and the Stork, there is some sort of, how can I put this? It's like when you were younger, you may have witnessed an unbalanced sort of foundation of what it means to love. So for example, and I'm not pointing a finger here at anybody, these are experiences that we all sort of deal with from time to time in life. Some of you may have witnessed parents divorcing or a turbulent home life, turbulent relationships. You may have even witnessed like betrayals and things like that when you were younger, or some of you may have even been bullied when you were younger as well. So it either knocks your confidence or it gives you what a foundation of love is supposed to be when you're younger. You don't know any different, so you just accept that what you see is what love is until it isn't. So some of you may actually have been influenced by circumstances from your childhood. And you may be actually noticing this as you go through your period of personal development and growth, and recognizing that that story, it's not your story. That's not your narrative. That was a narrative you witnessed, and you're not here to carry on that narrative. You're here to create your own love story. And I definitely see that there is a complete new change for you. And 2024 is actually going to be a great year for you. And I feel whilst you may meet this person in 2023 at the end of, because I feel like it's a cusp. So some of you may be invited out for New Year's Eve, for example. I feel that suddenly you meet this person and then you're going to explore it a little bit more as you move into 2024. And we'll see where it goes from there, because right now I can only see a new start. But when I get to the Celtic cross, I'll get a little bit more detail. Now, the stork energy is sudden improvement. Suddenly, there is some sort of change in your love situation, but also it's a renewal of your energy. So if you have been feeling that apathy or a loss of mojo or drive, or you've just like looked out there and found that there's nobody that you're really interested in when it comes to the dating scene, there's no one giving you that spark, that's all about to change for you, and it's going to be quite sudden. This is a card that indicates a long period of waiting. That's what a stork does. It waits and waits and waits some more, and then suddenly there is change. Suddenly there's an opportunity, and that's what you're being presented with as you move through the month of December and into January, because this reading is for 6 weeks, okay? Now, we do have the Strength card, and this is really about self-love, but it's also about being bold, being daring, and doing something different. And I definitely see that you are coming out of a comfort zone, because these two cards together indicate a leap of faith. So this can be that you're bringing a little bit more fun, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more spontaneity into your world, because the Fool card is all about that playfulness, that open-heartedness, that, desire to experience something different that you've never had before, but at the same time, not attaching any outcome to it. Almost saying to the universe, I surrender. I trust you. Guide me to where I'm meant to be. Let's start this new journey and take a chance on love. And if you've been hurt in love before, because we do have the Death card there, it can indicate something ended and it was quite difficult for you, and you've gone through a period of healing. And some of you have been a little bit lost in that cycle and felt very uncertain about, coming back into the dating scene. And some of you may feel a little bit shy or just a little bit anxious, but I see that the right person is going to be put on your path. And when you meet this person, it's going to be very organic. It's going to feel right. It's going to feel familiar, like you've known each other before, okay? Now, they're actually showing me that image of Nostradamus again. So that's really weird. And I normally say Nostradamus, but I got Nostradamus. So either this person you're about to meet is in some way, going to talk about this person, and they have a different way of saying Nostradamus's name. It's come through for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, okay? So let's move on. I'm not really sure what the correlation is, so I'm going to have to move on. Always be honest with you and say, look, I can't really pinpoint or grasp the energy. The image will keep coming up if I haven't really said what they want me to say, but I'm not just going to make something up for you. I can't do that. I can only say, look, I don't know, so I'm going to have to detach from that energy. Now, we do have the Chariot card, which means action. It means change, but it also means success. It means, asserting your will, influencing your circumstances, and dedicating yourself to make progress. But it's also a card that indicates that you have been building confidence. And I feel like some of you may even be thinking about traveling during this period, and you may even meet this person where you travel to an event. And if you have some travel booked, I definitely see that there will be a little bit of delay. However, I feel like, you could strongly meet this person on that. But the main energy I'm getting is that you're invited to something. So if, for example, you are going away on a vacation, there may be an invitation with some new people that you meet out there, and then you get to know someone a little bit better. But I see there's an invitation. That's the main energy that's coming through here for you. We got the Strength card twice. Some of you have actually been blocked from love for a while in order to erect healthier boundaries and to really establish your sense of self-worth. Okay, so I definitely see that you've been empowering yourself during your single time, because it's really important to recognize that if you're not happy in your own company, then you certainly will not be happy when you're in a relationship with another person. Okay, because happiness comes from within. That person, you know, it's like they're an extension of your happiness. They bring stuff to the table, and so do you, and together you make it work. So let's see what's coming in for you. Yeah, there is definitely some sort of fun event that you're going to go to where you will meet somebody new, okay? And there's a small percentage coming through, and this is not going to resonate with everyone. Some of you may actually get invited to a reunion. There's the here today, gone tomorrow person, okay? Now, some of you are going to get invited to a reunion, you know, of people that either you used to go to college with, or you used to work with, or maybe just like people from the past. There may be a reunion, and there's someone there. If you had feelings for someone, but you never really explored it with that person, I feel they have the same feelings for you, okay? But it's someone you have not had a relationship with, so I want you to be aware of it. You're actually about to meet this fire energy, whoever this person is, strong Aries in their chart. And if some of you beautiful Pisces have already met somebody and are talking to someone and you're wondering where it's going to go, I feel suddenly it gets very, very serious. Look at that, King of Wands twice. So it's like you're waiting for someone who is really passionate, intense, exciting to be with, someone who knows their worth, someone who is strong enough to walk by your side. The universe is literally delivering what you asked for, okay? I'll tell you why this is important. There's 2 kings, 2 emperors in this deck, and whilst you can take them out, my guides asked me to leave them in because each one tells a story, okay? You get to choose whether you keep the full deck in there or not. It's a wonderful deck here, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN WELZ-STEIN. But I feel like the universe is delivering what you asked for, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Oof, you have a choice. So there's definitely, I would say there's 2 people here, okay? Even though we have 3 kings, it's more important about the position of these kings, okay? Because we've got the King of Wands here, which is basically the external circumstances, what the universe is delivering, okay? And we have the outcome, which is the King of Swords. So this is like the person you're thinking of, that's the person you'll connect to. So if some of you are wanting to connect to an ex, you know, I've already tapped into that energy, and I feel like you'll be waiting a long time before that person really steps up. But it's up to you. We all have free will, okay? So I'm just going to go and clarify. They want me to go one more, so I will, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I'm getting an energy here of you ending a cycle of sadness with somebody. So some of you, I mean, you've really been disappointed in the past when it comes to love, especially with that it's a 4 of Cups there, and then we've got the 3 of Swords. So a cycle of pain is ending, and I definitely see that you're entering a new sort of era. And I feel wherever you meet this person, because I get a sense, as I said, it's an invitation, but I feel like you're actually putting your own needs first, and I feel it won't be a high-level commitment until 2024, okay? But I feel like you will be talking to this person, this new person, in 2023. So let's move on. We have that Chariot. That's your starting position. This is you in this moment. You want to get moving. You feel frustrated. You are feeling that things need to change. And I feel there's an energy here of you are that force for change. You're taking the initiative. Now, some of you, as I said, you may be actually traveling, or you're thinking about locating somewhere else. I feel like there's a relocation energy here as well. Some of you may be even thinking about whether you should emigrate across the world, or some of you are shifting the way that you work, for example. You may be seconded to a different part of the city, or a different town, or a different state, or even a different part of the world, different country there. And some of you, if you're retired, for example, you may be thinking about buying property abroad, or even, you know, having some sort of major change in your location, and that's where you're going to meet this person. But for the majority energy, I have to say, my beautiful Pisces, you're meeting someone where you do something different that you've been invited to, okay? That's the main energy I've got. Now, the Chariot card is interesting because this is about dedication to making progress, but it's also about your focus, okay? If some of you have been feeling a bit scattered, you've been focusing on your projects, on your ambitious desires, for example, also doing life, paying bills, trying to remain on top of things, because the Chariot card is a very busy energy. So some of you may have been too busy to even focus on love. I feel like you're readdressing things or adjusting the balance in your life in order to make love a little bit more of a focus in your life at this time. Now, what's crossing you? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this can indicate that some of you were in a high-level commitment in the past, because you read both sides, because it's a crossing position, and something you really invested in, but this person let you down. This person, there may have even been like a toxic energy to this person, and it broke your heart. So you may have remained out of a relationship or not even looking for love for quite some time. But I feel like you have been cultivating your landscape and creating a healthier space for new love to come in. And aces are new. Aces are divinely guided by the universe. There's a hand from the universe that comes in and says, this is the one. And an Ace of Pentacles, when you attribute it to love, it means someone, it's the start of something with somebody who is serious about love, someone who invests in a relationship from the very beginning. And as you can see there, this stork is moving through all of the mud. It's been difficult to meet this person. You've been going through a lot, but now something is going to blossom with someone new. And as you can see there, it's going to turn into a heart, that stalk there. So I definitely see that you have a healthy relationship coming in. This is the start of something new and, exciting. However, you have waited a long time for this, but it is an opportunity for you to connect to this new person. Okay. I feel like it's a start, as in a conversation, a curiosity, and it will develop a little bit more as you move into 2024. But I'll see if I can tap into the energy a little bit more to see how far it goes. I see that you move in with this person. You'll get engaged to this person if you want to. We all have free will, of course, but I feel the energy is there for you to tap into to get engaged to this new person that's coming in. Okay, obviously not doing that in 2023. You'll be doing that a little bit later on, but I feel like you're on a trajectory to meet this new person, and it's a serious enough a relationship for you to settle down with this person, okay? Now, deep down, we've got the Strength card again, so that tells me that you have been in a period of self-development. 8 is the number of the self. This is number 8 in the major arcana cards, but also it's about being daring, being bold, coming out of your comfort zone and doing something different. And I definitely see that you are going to influence your actions to do something or go somewhere a little bit different. The Four of Wands as an opposing card, it tends to tell me that, there's an invitation that you're going to go to, but you may feel like you want to be a homebody, stay at home, but suddenly you decide to actually go out and enjoy yourself, let your hair down, and be in the company of like-minded people, or be at an event where you feel really good about your surroundings. Now, we do have a Knight of Pentacles, and it's in the past position. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm really getting an energy here of you making an effort to find love. I do see that some of you have been looking from time to time, but there's just nobody out there. It just feels like a very oversaturated energy that's coming through here. And I feel like you're looking for someone who is solid, someone who makes the effort, someone who knows what they want, someone who's realistic. Someone who's traditional as well. I feel like you want a long-term relationship. And I feel you've been focusing on your projects, you've been hardworking, and a lot of you have been so busy. Even if you're retired, I feel like you've been focusing on family and projects. I definitely get this sense that you've been focusing on your security, because we've been living in a very crazy world, of course, and we've got inflation, we've got lots of things going on around the world as well, and you're just trying to do life, trying to pay your bills, stay on top of things. And I feel you've just been really practical about things in life, and perhaps love has not been your focus, but I definitely see a shift of focus. And as you move into 2024, I feel like love is available to you as well. Now we do have the Four of Wands. This is the potential. This is to go out and have fun. This is a card of being a little bit more creative. So some of you may pick up a hobby during this time, and as an extension, you may be invited to an event through that hobby. Some of you, it may be a sporting event, or it may be a work event, or even a charity event, or, you know, some of you may even have some sort of reunion. You may even be going home for a seasonal holiday if you celebrate. And I definitely get a sense here, there's just lots of people coming together and having a good time. And I feel this is where you're going to meet this person, okay? This is a time for revelry and really living in the moment and enjoying life. You know, this is about embracing fun. But also the Four of Wands tells me that you will, you know, settle down with this person. You'll move in with them or get engaged to this person, because the Four of Wands is the halfway to marriage card. And I feel, as you see there, there's two people coming together, and it's also a very stable environment, the home environment, okay? So I'm just going to pull one more card there, because the Four of Wands is also a reunion card. So let me just clarify before I move forward, because I feel it connects to the Knight of Wands that is showing up in your near future position. Now, this indicates that someone that you already know, who is very physical, very lusty, we've already talked about that person, they will reach out to ask to reunite. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of, is it worth it? Is it savable? And also it's a card of opening yourself up to a new strategy, that you need to make a decision, because I feel like you put a lot of effort into this and it isn't emotionally rewarding. I feel like there's this energy of feeling that it hasn't fulfilled you and you're wondering, how's it going to be different? Okay. Two of Swords, you're unsure. Okay, so some of you, I feel like you want to explore new territory. You are wanting to move on from that past position with that person. And with the World card, it tells me that you turn your back on that situation, really. I feel like you've learned a lesson from it. And I feel like you have to let go of it. Because the Three of Swords is like, yeah, it's something that hurts. You have to let go of that situation, but I feel it releases you in some way. And it's the reason you've been blossoming and developing and preparing space for this new person who's coming in, okay? Now, also, some of you, you may be feeling financially the pinch. So you may feel that you want to do some exciting things. You want to put yourself on hobbies or creative events, retreats or whatever it is. And you may feel that financially you don't have the finances. Believe me, the universe is going to orchestrate this meeting between you and this person. So you may even find an event that doesn't cost anything, a free event, or, you know, you're going to reunite with friends and, you know, you won't have to pay a dime. But I get a sense that you're going to meet this new person no matter what. But unless you're online dating, I feel the universe is giving you that nudge to come out of your comfort zone, because you do have the Fool card, which is take the leap of faith, do something different, be bold, be daring. And the Four of Wands is go out and enjoy yourself, have fun, because I feel life has got pretty serious recently, and I feel now's the time for spontaneity and for a little bit more excitement, okay? Yeah, look at that. Go out and peacock yourself. This is literally what these cards mean. We've got the Queen of Wands, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. However, it's a match, right? Because we've got the King of Wands coming on in for you. And although you are a water element, this represents you being really attractive. There's a high magnetism about you, and this new person is going to pay you a lot of attention, okay? So I feel that you're attracting the right person right now, but the Eight of Wands is you need to get moving. You need to do something different, or if you're traveling, there's definitely something connected to that as well. But I see the Eight of Wands being an invitation, and also lots of movement, sudden movement as well. You're going to be in the flow. Suddenly you're going to meet this new person and you're going to be messaging back and forth, okay? So I can see that there is love available to you, but I feel you do have a choice. Now, the main energy I've got is you detaching from a past situation, and it creates space for someone new. However, this card is in your near future position. Now, I have to be very clear about this card. Whilst it can represent someone who is very transient in your life, someone who is there for an ego rub, shall we say, I feel it also is important to recognize that it connects to you doing something daring, being determined for a new adventure, saying you're not going to jump through hoops for someone who keeps hurting you. You keep getting burnt in a situation. I feel like now you're ready for new, and I feel like you're trusting your vision to manifest someone new, and I feel like you're moving forward. I definitely see that, you're being a little bit more optimistic, and I feel like you are curious about your circumstances. Like you want to explore something new. I just keep getting this energy of new. Out with the old, in with the new. And that's definitely what that death card in that position indicates. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. Okay, now male or female, not a gender specific reading, okay, but it's about the energy. Why would you accept a knight when a king is on the way? Okay, and here's your king. Okay, so you are actually saying, I want a higher value love. Okay, so you're saving yourself for someone who is passionate, intense, someone who's got that spark, someone who brings the magic. Okay, and you deserve that. So I definitely see that this is your energy right now, where you're influencing your circumstances because you're letting your passions lead you, and it will lead you right into the arms of the person who is always meant for you, okay? And I feel that that person is not too far away. We've got that King of Wands. This position, this is why it's really interesting. This position is what the universe is delivering to you, okay? The external circumstances, the things that are going on behind the scenes. So you're going to meet someone who is very independent, someone who literally marches to the beat of their own drum, someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, and someone who, knows what they want, someone who is secure, someone who is bold and daring, someone who is exciting to be with. And I feel this person, they also have a lot of respect for love, okay? So whilst there's going to be a lot of passion and intensity and a lot of physical attraction between you and this person, you're highly attracted to each other when you meet each other. It's more than that, okay? It's love, especially since you've got the Four of Cups as your next card, okay? The Four of Cups indicates you've been disappointed in love, but the universe has got your back. You've gone through a period of learning and you have been tested, but as you can see there, this figure, it represents spirit, and there's lots of rain there. The umbrella represents protection and redirection. Anything that has not been for you in your life, for example, a rejection or a false start or something you feel like you missed out on, like a missed opportunity, it was not meant for you for a reason. It's a silver lining that it got taken away from you because it's creating space for something better. And the Four of Cups, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Four of Cups, the universe pops a hand out of a cloud and says, this is more emotionally rewarding than anything you've ever experienced. So some of you may have, lost the passion for love or the desire to find love. However, you will be reignited and the universe is sending you someone new, quite by surprise. I'm going to show you that Four of Cups. I know you probably already know what the Four of Cups looks like, but I get a nudge from my guides to show you. They're saying at the beginning, they always do this, and I think, is it at the beginning or is it the beginning here? So let me just have a look for you. You may want to fast forward this bit. It was right at the beginning, yeah, right at the beginning facing me. So this Four of Cups, as you can see, this figure is closed off to love because everything they've experienced, it's not, emotionally fulfilling. It's disappointing. So as you can see, you're not even looking for love when you meet this person, and the universe, quite by surprise, which correlates with all the other cards that you've got in your spread, by surprise, the universe is stepping in to offer new love. This is an Ace of Cups, effectively, that new cup. And it's bigger than any of the cups that are already present. So I feel this great love story is coming in for you. Now, this is a hope and a fear position, okay? The hope is for a new start, a new direction, a new option, someone new to be delivered to you. And that's what you're going to get, okay? However, there is a disappointment because some of you have an experience where you have a person coming in over and over again delivering the same thing, and you keep getting hurt or disappointed by this person. And I feel some of you, even when the dating scene is involved, you've been really bored with your options. There's just been nobody who's been like capturing your attention to the point where you've blank refused to be involved in like dating apps or even getting into the dating scene for a while. I feel you're just like, you know what? There's just no one out there for me. But the universe is actually going to put this new person on your path, okay? So I feel you're being protected and redirected towards this new person. Now we do have the Three of Swords, okay? This tells me a cycle of change is happening. We've got the King of Swords here, which is thoughts becoming things, okay? But it could also represent somebody that you think about who never really takes action. Someone who's, always like very charismatic, but, doesn't really do what they say they're going to do. It's like they think before they act, and then sometimes they like miss the boat. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that because it is another person. So it could be that you've got two options here. However, the energy that I've got coming through, I feel like you're attracting someone who has a very, strong fire in their chart. So let me just pull a card on this King of Swords, because this can be an aspect of yourself. Like you suddenly are very curious about someone new. As you can see there, the bird represents freedom, of course, and it's around the eye. So it's like someone captures your attention and suddenly your curiosity takes flight. So I just want to check in with that energy first. Okay, I mean, how many times can my guides really give you the exact card saying, look, we meant what we said, okay? Anybody that you've been thinking about, that's over, okay? There is somebody new in town, and they are a king of fire. They are a king of wands. So you're meeting someone new. You're going to be talking to someone new, because the King of Swords can also represent communication. I definitely see that you're going to be talking to a fire element. I mean, they've got other sort of elements in their chart. They may have a lot of earth there, some water as well, and some air. They may have strong Gemini. I feel there's an energy where they are from a different part of the world than you, okay? I feel either they are, I don't feel like there's a distance, but there could be. So when you meet this person, I feel like either they're passing through town or traveling, or either you're on vacation. I feel like you make it work, though. It comes together. It's not the last that you see of this person, okay? I do feel some of you are healing from a heartbreak with that Three of Swords. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles there, which means you're working on yourself. But also, I have to pull a card on it because the Eight of Pentacles can be repair work. And we do have the World card. So the World card is like the end of a cycle. The end of trying to repair something with someone who always breaks your heart. And that's the energy that I'm getting here with this. So I just want to pull some cards on it just to clarify. Can you please clarify this energy for my beautiful Pisces? Four of Wands, someone who wants a reunion. I feel like you end that cycle with this person. The Death card keeps showing up, which is telling me it's over with this person. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is someone new in town who's going to be serious about making an offer when it comes to love. Someone's going to make the effort. Someone you're going to be very curious about. So I keep getting the same energy, okay? I feel that there's someone new coming on in. Let me see how things are going to go a little bit further in to 2024, because right now I'm just seeing that you're going to have a lot of communication with this new person. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. Four of Pentacles. I'll go one more. Now, there is a slight potential that either you and this person will be at a distance, or either of you go traveling in between meeting. It's like you meet and then there's like a pause or a gap where you go traveling or something. There's just a little bit of a pause, but I feel like both of you keep communication going, and you know that it's serious is what I see. But I definitely see lots of communication, and yeah, this person is the one. You will make a commitment to this person, this new person who comes in. The Ace of Pentacles is showing up again, so that tells me that this new person, they want a high level commitment. And I feel whilst it's not going to be all plain sailing, because I feel like maybe it's like this pause that happens right at the end of the year or as you move into 2024, and then you sort of pick up pace with this person, or you travel towards each other and you start to get to know each other a little bit better. But I feel like there's like this separateness at first, so you're apart, but lots of communication, and then suddenly it moves on to the next stage, to the next level, and organically as well. I feel like you're going to not be confused about this new relationship. This person's going to let you know where you stand. They're going to be like, this is a thing, okay? And they're going to communicate their feelings to you as well. Also, I want to sort of make it known that although they got a lot of fire in their chart, they have some strong Gemini in their chart as well, okay? Now I'm just going to close your reading. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. This deck is a wonderful deck. It's a love story oracle cards, and it can tell you like something that perhaps you need to focus on, or perhaps something that's coming your way. So let's see what they want you to be aware of before we close the reading completely. So, effort. This word kept coming up a lot. So we've got confusion there. So as I said right at the beginning, I tapped into the energy of feeling a bit uncertain. Also, especially when an ex comes into the mix, that can throw a bit of a spanner in the works. You know, you always know when you're about to meet someone new, an ex tends to resurface because they can feel it. They feel that you're about to move on and be really happy without them. And they just want that final, like, ego rub. So just watch out for that, especially if this person from your past is displaying toxic behavior or traits. If this person from your past really steps up and shows that they've matured and actions over words, then of course, you know, heal that thing if you want to, but you all have free will. But I get a sense here that you perhaps have a choice when it comes to love right now. And we've also got effort. As you can see, who makes the effort? Look at that watering can there. There's a heart on it and all those sort of heart raindrops falling out there. I feel like this applies to you, like getting out there, having fun, to enjoy yourself, you know, to live in the moment. And, you know, I feel like you're not looking for love when you meet this person, and then suddenly the universe delivers a healthy relationship. And also we've got respect. And there's two hands coming together here, which indicate a high level commitment coming in. One that is built on trust, on respect, on reciprocity as well there. So I'm quite excited that there's a wonderful relationship coming in for you, but it will be quite organic, okay, which means it'll be very naturally moving forward. There's nothing rushed in this new connection. Now we also have wonderful, we have the eye. So maybe that's what I'm being given with that King of Swords. You see someone that you're really curious about, or there's something about this person's eyes. Okay, because the eyes are really relevant. Now, they may have like different colored eyes, or they may have something unique about their eye in particular. You know, they keep showing me this image of Nostradamus. I'm not really sure. I can't get any more energy from it. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave that there. Maybe it's they are very spiritual. Maybe they are a seer. Aha, thanks so much. I'm so grateful. Wow, I'm a little bit slow today. Maybe they themselves are a seer, or maybe you are, okay? There's definitely a psychic bond between you and this new person that comes in. And also we have Hegel, okay? Now, we've got Hegel, and it is a very interesting rune because it basically means, you know, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, and also that you've had a bit of a delay when it comes to your situation, but there is a payoff. In that now you're about to meet the right person. Now the right person comes along, and it's a high level commitment where there is love, respect, and, you know, no doubts, shall we say. And I feel that this is a person that I don't feel like you get engaged in 2024. I got to put it out there. I feel like you'll probably get engaged to this person like 2025. However, you will move in with this person in 2024. Okay, that's the energy that I've got coming through. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Pisces. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces, and love and light.